Afternoon, guys, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, Max and
Mr. G.
So today our Innova project will be about Health Promotion Board. So we are Ngee students who are engaged by the Health Promotion Board to come up with an innovative way to promote a healthy lifestyle. So us as a group, we surveyed people and we analyzed, and throughout the brainstorming and all that, we found out that Singaporeans really value exercise. So we came up with an idea to motivate them to actually carry out the exercise, since they value it so much. So now Hazel will explain to you the context.
Now I will be talking about the context. Singaporeans are getting less healthy compared to before because it can be caused by many different factors, such as people are not having a healthy diet, they are not having enough exercise, and due to sleep deprivation. People have been spending a lot of time on their mobile phones too, thus neglecting the importance of exercise, as they would rather spend time on their phone than to exercise. According to research, the reason why Singaporeans are not exercising regularly is due to is because they are not motivated to exercise. This can be due to them having no interest in exercising, and they do not feel the need to. Some felt that they need to exercise, thus they started exercising, but halfway through they stopped, as they felt that it was more of due to obligation than truly wanting to exercise.
Okay, so after understanding the context, we have come up with an application to solve the current situation. The app is known as Easy Saturday to help and encourage Singaporeans to lead a healthy lifestyle. Basically, it's an app that works with various partners such as community club, Sentosa, and schools. It's an app that works with various partners such as the CC or those. Users of the app will be informed of the location, time, and events that will be held at almost all around Singapore on every Saturday. So the app has multiple features, and the following are better close-up of the features. So there are 5 main features of our app as seen on the screen. Firstly, event. As mentioned just now, we'll be working with different partners to organize variety of games, sports, activities. For example, hiking, tennis, diving, rock climbing. User will have to choose and tick from a list of events and their timings and location. This to ensure their place in the activity. Slots are limited and based on a first-come, first-served basis. Advanced schedules allows users to pick up a suitable slots, so they do not have to make allowance or cancel their plans in order to participate in our activities. Secondly, tracker. It tracks the number of steps and how long the user has run, walked, jogged in a day. 10,000 steps in a day will entitle users to 1 point. And thirdly, location. It's an adaptation of GPS. It has a built-in GPS that will detect your current location and preview nearest activities nearby. Then there will be a few routes for users to choose from, and there will be options such as bus, MRT, or other modes of transport to bring you to the locations. This is convenient for users, especially the elderly and handicapped who have difficulties traveling. So this will help them to get to the location in the shortest route. So another feature will be calendar. This is where event dates and important announcements will be made. The dates will automatically be highlighted to show users they have signed up for particular activities on that date. Also, the app will send notifications or SMS nearer to date on the date itself to remind users of the details of activities. It allows users to take note and remember to come out for the activities, and the working adults and students like us who are always busy and maybe forgetful sometimes. And lastly, rewards. There will be a list of rewards, and the points will be accumulated, and at the end of every month it will be refreshed. The following are the rewards we'll be giving. Yeah. So to add on, some of you may be thinking, how are points recorded after each event? After each activity, a verification code will be sent to users if they are marked present, and they will have to key into their app to receive the points. Yeah.
Okay, so for this one, right? For this slide, it's to promote the app. So since we have the app, and then if there's not enough people downloading it, we have this event where all the schools will participate in Singapore. So there will be 5 winners. They will compete regionally, where all of the students will climb up the stairs, and then the app will count their steps. So after accumulating all of the steps, then we see which schools has the highest amount of steps, and then they win the prize. And the prize is, well, it's money. And Health Promotion Board can gain from this because 90% will be donated to charity when the school win, and then the 10% will go to Health Promotion Board. Okay, so every student will need to run up and down the stairs in the school for 1 hour 30 minutes. And so since every school has a different stairs and everything, they will have to come up with them themselves. The school will have to gather all the students according to their classes. This will also motivate students to, instead of taking the lift, they can take the stairs. So the school can also save money if they have a lift, since less people are using the electricity. And each student will receive a smarty watch to track their steps, which we will introduce in the next slide, which is also our product.
Okay, so what is a smarty watch? Similarly, it has a few features, and one of them is heart rate. It reminds runner to drink up every 30 minutes. And secondly, heart rate. It keeps track of runner's pace and vibrate when necessary to alert runner to slow down or rest for a while. And thirdly, Spotify music is connected by Bluetooth to their phones, and they can choose to connect to the school Wi-Fi for music online. Lastly, there will be tracker as well. It's an adaptation of tracker device in O-Bike and GPS. It tracks students their locations to prevent accidents and cheating. Example, hiding in toilet throughout the whole events.
So why do we invent this app? It's because we want to help people, especially the teenagers, develop interest in exercising, and also to understand the importance of it. This is because many of them are not leading a healthy lifestyle and not exercising regularly. So how does our app work? There are events held every week to encourage people to participate and to earn points that can be exchanged for rewards. With rewards given, people will be more attracted to participate in the event.
Okay, so how does it help? So when they participate in the events frequently, they will form a habit of exercising and hopefully develop an interest in it. Then they will start to exercise regularly and frequently in their daily life. Okay, one of the features of the product is events every Saturday. We choose Saturday because it's a weekend, then people can distress themselves after a 5 week of work or school. The advantage is to encourage the user to live a healthy lifestyle through these events. And the benefit is that the user will be more active and hopefully exercise more regularly. The next feature is to detect the location. And by detecting the location, the user can know where the nearest event is, and they can plan their travel route to the event venues. The next feature is the calendar of events to inform the user about the upcoming events date, so that if they are interested in the event, they can clear their schedule to make time for the event. The next feature is the tracker that tracks the number of steps taken, the speed, and the calories burned. So by using the tracker, the user can monitor his data and check if he needs to walk more to burn more calories. The last feature is rewards. The rewards motivates the user to actively participate in the events, and by participating in these events, they will hopefully lead a more healthier lifestyle.
Okay, so for the analysis, we created a survey based on eSaturday and came up with some analysis based on the responses. So for this question, we asked, how often do you exercise? And the responses were astonishing. As you can see, majority of them answered that they exercise 2 to 3 days a week. However, there is a total of 54% of respondents said that they only exercise less than 1 day per week or not even at all. Hence, our app can help these people to start exercising. Another question that we asked was, would you participate in our event being the staring contest? 82% of the respondents said yes, and the rest said no. This shows that the majority of our respondents are willing to participate in the contest. Despite the number of willing participants, there could be reasons why the rest are unwilling to participate in our event. For example, the app is not convincing enough for them to participate, so that they don't see the reason why they should join. And other reasons could be that they are too busy or they are just simply too lazy to exercise. Hence, there is a need to improve our app, and I will talk more about the improvements later on. The last question that we asked in our survey was that, will this app encourage you to exercise more regularly? 89% answered yes, which is a huge increase of positive responses compared to the last one. With the statistics shown, it shows that the app will be effective in Singaporeans to instill a healthier lifestyle. In addition, we can conclude that our application has fulfilled our opportunity statement, which was, wouldn't it be great to stay healthy and have fun at the same time? We can also foresee that our application will continue to be successful in the future.
So after reviewing the survey, we have chosen the following features to add on to our application to provide a better experience for users.
So for further improvements on the location function, in our previous slide, we mentioned that the location function only lets users know where the nearest event is.
Right.
But our improvement will be, the location function also detects the nearest healthy eating food place. With the new improvement, it saves time and the hassle of the user to find a place to eat. Secondly, we have added a penalty, which is a deduction of system points if the user tries to cheat or get more points. With this function, it sort of forces the user to exercise to earn their own points, so they can't cheat off anything. Thirdly, there will be a social media function to upload photos taken during the event. Participants can be updated about the event through this function. Fourthly, there will be a diet function inside the app. This function will recommend types of food and specific portions for different users. With this function, users can have a balanced diet and they will not overeat or undereat while getting enough nutrients that they need for their body. And lastly, there will be a music player installed in the app. They will be able to listen to music while they are exercising at the same time. With this function, they can enjoy exercising as they are listening to their favorite music. I'll now pass my time over to Nika for the conclusion.
Okay. So to conclude, the e-Saturday will not only raise awareness for healthy lifestyles, but it can also raise money for a good cause, which is the charity by the staring contest that I said just now. And so in conclusion, youths in general will be more motivated to exercise and lead their lifestyles more healthier because of this, the smartwatch and the app and the event. So due to these three things, it would really motivate them in a sense. So in future, we would have more fit leaders, as not only mentally but also physically. And thank you very much for paying attention for the past 15 minutes. We are Team 3. My name is Nifael, Sin Hong, Melody, Hazel and Kelly, and thank you so much.